Hello children, in this video we are going to talk about nucleophilic addition reactions of carbonyl-carbon. So what is a nucleophile? A nucleophile is any species which has got a negative charge on it or has got lone pairs of electron. Because of these two reasons, a chemical reagent can act as a nucleophile. So we will be talking about nucleophilic addition reactions on carbonyl-carbon. So how does the reaction take place? You know that the carbon and oxygen bond is polar in nature, and because of delocalization of the pi electron on oxygen, so this is the carbonyl carbon, and if the delocalization of the pi electron takes place on oxygen, delocalization of pi electron takes place, due to which carbon develops a positive charge and on oxygen negative charge is developed. And because of the formation of this reaction intermediate, nucleophilic addition reaction will take place on the carbon. So this is the resonating structure of the carbonyl carbon. So let us see the reactions. Another thing that you have to keep in mind is that suppose when the nucleophile addition is taking place, the first step is formation of the reaction intermediate, and this nucleophile addition, you know that carbonyl carbon is sp2 hybridized, and sp2 hybridized carbon has a planar structure. It has got a planar structure, and this nucleophile addition takes place almost perpendicular to the plane of the carbonyl carbon. This is how the attack will take place. It will take place perpendicularly, and the reaction intermediate which is formed will have an oxygen with the negative charge, and nucleophile will be added to the carbon. So this is the reaction intermediate. And this reaction intermediate, the hybridization of carbon changes from sp2 to sp3, and the structure changes from planar to tetrahedral. So this is the structure of intermediate. Now this intermediate will abstract a proton from the medium. It abstracts the proton from the medium, and the product formation occurs. So you have got a nucleophile attached to the carbon and OH to the oxygen. So this is the entire mechanism of the nucleophilic addition reaction of carbonyl carbon. What are the key points to remember? The hybridization changes from sp2 to sp3. The shape changes from planar to tetrahedral. Nucleophile attack takes place perpendicular to the plane of the carbonyl carbon, and proton is abstracted from the medium. Now both the reactions are reversible. The first part is slow reaction, and the second part, abstraction of proton, is the fast reaction. So if anybody asks you about the rate determining step, this will be the rate determining step of the nucleophilic addition reaction. That is, formation of intermediate is the rate determining step of the nucleophilic addition reactions of carbonyl carbon. Now we will see some examples. We'll talk about addition of HCN. How does addition of HCN takes place? So first of all, HCN will ionize in presence of a base to form cyanide ion, which will be the nucleophile and molecule of water. Now this reaction will also be a reversible reaction. So we will see how the reaction will proceed. So if we have got, this is the carbonyl carbon, it will react with cyanide ion, and as I told you, the attack will take place perpendicular to the plane of the molecule. Reversible reaction. Cyanide will added to the carbon with the positive charge. OH, O will remain, alkoxide ion is formed. This is the intermediate alkoxide ion. Now this will again take up the proton from the medium, and the product will be formed, and this is known as cyanohydrin. cyanohydrin is the product formed. Now you have to keep in mind two things. You have to keep in mind that with pure HCN the reaction is very slow. So this is a very key point that you must remember. With pure HCN reaction is slow. So how to increase the speed of the reaction? To increase the speed of the reaction is carried in presence of a base. So base will abstract the proton and will form water, and nucleophile will readily be generated in the reaction. So to increase the speed of the reaction, this reaction must be carried out in presence of a base. So this was regarding addition of HCN. Now we will talk about addition of sodium hydrogen sulfite. Addition of sodium bisulfite or sodium hydrogen sulfite. So how will this ionize? NaHSO3 will ionize to give Na plus and HSO3 minus. How this will ionize? And this is the nucleophile which will attack the carbonyl carbon. So the reaction will proceed as plus NaHSO3. You know that the reaction will be a reversible one. So it will form the intermediate as O. You know that if the negative charge is on this hydrogen sulfide, then the negative charge will obviously be on oxygen because it is the most electronegative element among all these. So O, SO2, H, and oxygen and sodium ion will be added to the oxygen. So this is the intermediate which is formed. And this intermediate form. Now in this case the internal proton transfer occurs and it does not take up proton from the medium. So the internal proton transfer, that means sodium will take place of hydrogen and hydrogen will take place of sodium in this. This is what internal proton transfer is known as. I repeat again, hydrogen will take place of sodium and sodium will take place of hydrogen. So the product form will be Na here and OH here. So this is the product form for hydrogen, and this is known as bisulfite addition product. And this bisulfite addition product, this reaction is used for purification of carbonyl compound because when this is crystalline in nature and is water soluble. It is crystalline and water soluble, and when you will treat this with dilute acid, or either you treat it with dilute acid, mineral acid, or you treat it with an alkali, you will get back the carbonyl compound. So this process is also used for purification of carbonyl compound, and in this product the internal proton transfer takes place. That means proton is not provided from the medium. Now we are going to discuss about addition of Grignard reagent. You know the Grignard reagent is RMGX, and in this, though the ionization does not take place like this, but for the sake of clarity I have written it like this. The alkyl group will have the negative charge and will act as the nucleophile, and this nucleophile will attack to the carbonyl carbon perpendicularly, and this electrophilic part will attack the oxygen. And how the reaction will take place? Just see, the intermediate will be formed, and the intermediate formed will have carbon to the oxygen. This part will attach, so it will form OMGX, and to the carbon this part will attach, which is R. And then in presence of acid, the hydrolysis will take place. That means upon acidic hydrolysis, the product formed will be and alcohol. So R, and you have got H from the medium will be extracted. That means you will get an alcohol. So we have also learnt in the previous chapter that when Grignard reagent is added to the carbonyl carbon, then we get the product as an alcohol. Then the first member of the aldehyde family, which is methanol, will form a primary alcohol. All the aldehydes give secondary alcohol, and all the ketones give tertiary alcohol when they are treated with Grignard reagent. So this is reaction or addition of Grignard reagent to carbonyl carbon. Now we come to addition of alcohol. Next is addition of alcohol. We see the addition of alcohol. So addition of alcohol takes place in presence of dry HCl gas, R-OH. Now why is alcohol behaving as a nucleophile? Because it has got oxygen which has got two lone pairs of electrons, and the reaction takes place in presence of dry HCl gas. The purpose of taking dry HCl gas is that it protonates the oxygen and it increases electrophilicity of carbon. So HCl gas increases the speed of the reaction, or it facilitates the product formation. So again you can see that OH on one part and OR- on the other, and this is known as hemiacetal. So what is a hemiacetal? Alkoxy alcohol is known as hemiacetal. Alkoxy because you have got an OR part attached to the carbon, and alcohol because an OH is also there. And when this hemiacetal is further treated with another molecule of alcohol in presence of dry HCl gas, even this will be replaced with an alkoxy group. So even the OH part will be replaced with an alkoxy group, and this is known as acetal. So what is a acetal? A chemical alkoxy dialkoxy is known as acetal. I repeat, chemical dialkoxy is known as acetal, and alkoxy alcohol is known as hemiacetal. So again you can see that when it is, if you will hydrolyze this in presence of acidic hydrolysis, again this acetal form will give the aldehyde, corresponding aldehyde. So this is the reaction of addition of alcohol. Just go through it again. This is aldehyde. When it reacts with an alcohol in presence of dry HCl gas, hemiacetal is formed. Another molecule, when if alcohol is in excess, another molecule of alcohol will be added and you will form an acetal. And acetal upon acidic hydrolysis will give back the corresponding aldehyde. See how does the reaction, addition reaction takes place on ketone. This is a ketone, and when ketone reacts with ethylene glycol in presence of HCl gas and the reaction is catalyzed by an acid, you can see that the ketal formation takes place. This is ketal along with water. Now ketones are much less reactive towards nucleophilic addition reaction in comparison to aldehyde. Let us find out the reason. What is that? So this is an aldehyde. You can see that on aldehyde we have got just one alkyl group on one side, and other side we have got hydrogen. But in case of ketones we have got two alkyl groups, and when the delocalization of electron takes place on oxygen, the pi electron, this is how the electrophile is generated here. You can see we are having a plus charge on the carbon, and because of the presence of two bulky alkyl groups, the nucleophilic attack, the perpendicular nucleophilic attack, takes place with difficulty decrease because of steric reason. One reason is the steric hindrance. Two alkyl groups hinder the approach of nucleophile to the carbon, and the second reason is that due to plus I effect, this plus charge on carbon is reduced. The plus charge on carbon is reduced because of plus I effect of both the alkyl groups, and because of these two reasons, the ketones are much less reactive towards nucleophilic addition reactions in comparison to aldehydes. So aldehydes are more reactive and ketones are less reactive.